All right, and we are live. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I'm your host, Tone Vays. You can see Gary Leland sitting right there next to me. Oh, and my camera now decided to focus on Gary. And let me get that back here. We are in Santa Monica, California. I'm flying out today. Gary, flying out today?
Yeah, I'm leaving about 2.
Yeah, we're here for Pacific Bitcoin Conference. You got Surfer Jim right there. Come and say hi as well. We're just sharing an Airbnb not far from the conference. Thought I'd get these guys on camera. We'll say a few words. I'm going to take a look at the charts, and then got to get going to the airport. Gary, let's start with you first. How'd you enjoy being out here in California? How's everything going? How was your conference, BitBlock Boom? And what's next for you? What are you up to? And as you talk, I'm going to pull up your Twitter handle and all the other stuff.
Well, as far as being out here in California, all I've really been to is the conference and the party last night. But I had a great time. They did put on a great conference. I thought it was well done last year. I thought it was even smoother this year. And according to Jim, I guess he's going to tell you how smooth it was when he gets on here. But the conference was great. BitBlock Boom, going to that, I think that was our best event ever. Our space location was great. Hey, I do want to let everybody know, Tone, which a lot of people don't know. I found out today, yesterday, that we've moved BitBlock Boom to April. So next year it's in April. So don't be contacting me in July and going, hey, I went to buy tickets in August and it's already over.
Yeah, guys, you can see it right there on their website, April 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay. Oh, you're not conflicting with the El Salvador thing. Okay, yeah. I'm planning on being there, of course. I've been at I've only missed the very first BitBlock Boom. I didn't know it was happening. Other than that, I've been to all of them. It's a great event out in Texas. It's moving back to Dallas. So definitely come out for a BitBlock Boom in April. And what else is new in your world, Gary?
Well, I do want to let everybody know that we have a code for Pacific that I might as well share with everybody and let them know it. But if you use the code Pacific when buying your tickets, you get $100.
For next year?
Yeah, for 2024.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So, I've extended it. I decided to extend it. So that was supposed to end Monday, but I decided to extend it. But hey, my world's great, you know. I don't know exactly what to say on that, but I got a new granddaughter. I've been hanging out with friends all weekend. You know, hanging out with Bitcoin friends is always fun. It's one time my wife can't say, hey, don't be talking about Bitcoin when we're there. You know, I can just talk about Bitcoin 24/7. So it's always exciting when you can just talk about whatever you want to without your wife telling you to quit it. So that's a good deal. But that's about it on my end. Like I said, mostly just working and enjoying life.
Yeah. And guys, they also have a YouTube channel, Gary Leland's BitBlock Boom YouTube channel. You can catch the presentations from past year. Check out my presentation. I was there. You can go. By the way, you cut them up? Are these individual presentations?
Yeah, I'm putting up.
They're finally out.
I'm putting like one up every day.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of trying to do in the order they were done. You know, given.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm on day 1 or day 2, but I guess my presentation will be out soon. I'll tweet that out. CJ Wilson had a really cool presentation as the former baseball player. And
well, you know, Tone, I'm going to interrupt, but I had more people come to me about your talk and CJ's talk and say how much they enjoyed those than anyone else's talk. So you two were, I'm not saying anything against the other people's talks. I'm just saying more people personally came up to me and in conversation said, I really love Tone's talk. I really love CJ's talk than any other 2 talks.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Jim, let's get you in here a few words and then I'll look at the charts.
There you go.
Oh, we have Mel here as well.
Mel says hi.
Surfer Jim. Dude, there you are.
Oh, yeah, there I am.
Here, Surfer, you've been a major volunteer at so many events, and you have a good explanation as to why you volunteer and do so much work throughout the events. Why don't you tell my audience?
Well, I build custom homes for a living, so that's not really directly Bitcoin related. And I found myself at a conference early. People are moving chairs around, doing stuff that's easy to do. So I'm like, I'm not going to stand there and watch people work. I got nothing to do. I'm on like essentially vacation. So I started pitching and helping. And then people said, hey, you know, we have a volunteer staff. So last year at Pacific Bitcoin, I volunteered, and then I helped Gary with his conference. I'm helping Tone with the Unconfiscatable in December. And so I helped again this year at Pacific, and they bumped up my status. They gave me a little bit of a raise in terms of my responsibilities, which was cool. But what I have found in doing this is that my conference experience is expanded. So I get to hang out and talk to lots of people while I'm running around working, but I'm also like behind the scenes. I get to see things other people don't get to see. I get to hang out with, some of the speakers backstage and have some private conversations. So, the trade-off for me having to do some work actually enhances my experience. So the work doesn't feel like work at all. It really feels like, it's a big family. Everybody's helping to make it work, so that we all get the benefit of why we came. And I just feel blessed to be allowed to help. And I'm going to do this like as often as I possibly can, because as I said, it expands my experience and it makes it even more worthwhile for me personally. So I totally enjoy it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Jim.
Yeah. And anybody, excuse me, Tone, I know you're going to do your charts. If you haven't ever been to a conference, I'm telling you, this is your extended worldwide family. I have friends all over the world I never could have imagined I was going to have, simply because you go and you meet these people in person. It's great to do online. I understand if you're trying to stack and you can't afford it. I get all that. Life is always a trade-off. If you can make it, I don't think you'll regret it. But make sure it's a Bitcoin only conference. Unconfiscatable, Pacific Bitcoin, or BitBlock Boom. Those are the three best in this country. So try and make it one day, folks. It's worth it.
Awesome.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Jim.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, brother.
Pack the car up. I'm gonna look at some charts and then time to head off to the airport. Yeah, shout out to Swan. Putting on a great conference. This was my first conference. Also, shout out to the pack stackers. And we're ripping some packs. Mine are arriving in the mail, so I'll be ripping some more packs on my YouTube channel here. Maybe a few on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see. All right, guys, let's go and take a look at some charts. I got about 15 minutes before time to pack up and check out. Let's see if there is anything interesting. Here's our weekly chart, and then we'll take a look at the consensus chart. The candle is still completely screwed up. Today is Saturday. We have to wait for this candle to end, and then usually this candle will flip. Because the candle is inaccurate, with the starting point being wrong, I don't know if I can trust the oscillators. I don't know if the CMF is accurate, because the CMF is a combination of price and volume. But if the price candle is wrong, it might actually affect the CMF indicator. I have to go back through the math rules of the indicator. So I'm not going to trust this data point until Sunday night, when the candle flips over. It does not affect the MACD. It does not affect the RSI. But it could affect the CMF just by the way the indicator is designed. Either way, we are stuck at double resistance on a weekly chart. The fact that it's a green star candle makes it bullish. The fact that it's an MRI count to the upside makes it bullish. We are on the fourth candle of the correction to the upside of the MRI buy. And next week is the reevaluation week. So how do I treat next week's candle? Well, if next week's candle is a serious rejection and we are sitting closer to 27,000 than 28,000, I'm going to take the position that the rebound of the MRI buy at 25 has ended, and we are likely to go back and create new lows at 25,000 or lower. If next week's candle is consistently holding above 28,000, I'm going to assume that we have a full-blown reversal of the MRI, and we are likely to challenge the $30,000 top once again. And once we challenge that $30,000 top, I will then only be looking for a correction back down to 28 and not all the way to 23. As far as the allocation, we are sitting right at resistance. Once again, I will stay patient. The candle will be flipping over in about 7 hours, but I would still need consistent closes above the long-term moving average. You can see how the projection of the long-term moving average is going to flip it to the downside in a couple of candles. Therefore, we do need a consistent close above 28,000, and I'm happy to jump directly from a 20% bullish allocation right into a 50% bullish allocation. And once all the moving averages cross over, it'll go from a 50% bullish allocation straight to a 100% bullish allocation. I don't mind buying this near the top. I would be a little concerned if I had to do it near 30,000, but if we can get above 28,000 consistently, I'm going to expect a move to 30, a pull back to 28, a move back to 30 late this year, a breakout above 30 into the halving, maybe hitting 45 before the halving, pulling back with the halving back to that $30,000 zone, and sometime next summer, an unexpected giant rise that's going to happen so quick, people will not even know what hit them. That's what I'm looking for. Hey guys, the financial summit is just 30 days away. It is happening in the gorgeous desert of the UAE. An incredible event. Check it out, thefinancialsummit.com. The next one is going to be at least a year away, so you want to join us for this one. Meet incredible traders, money managers, financial engineers. I'm always looking forward to my discussions there on how to automate the MRI and potentially other trading strategies. All right, daily chart. I'm still, didn't mean to expand that box. I'm still keeping the box here, but we are getting very, very close to the decision of whether this box has a high probability. I have this box between 24,000 and 24,500. I would like to see Bitcoin pull back into that area, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that. We did not even pull back to the 50-period moving average. I'm going to see that. I'm going to say that is a good sign. The longer we consolidate at 28,000, the more bullish it is. We have reset the MRI count, which is also bullish. Everything here is bullish. We have a double resistance right now with the moving averages. We're allowing them to consolidate. And if we can get a couple of closing candles this weekend above 28,000, and Monday and Tuesday happen to be bullish in the traditional stock market, I can absolutely see a rise into the next set of resistance, which is at around 29.5. The MRI resistance line, the underside of this consolidation that Bitcoin couldn't maintain back in late June, early July. Now, I do like this possibility. I'm actually going to delete these arrows. 2 days ago, when we had the down day on October 5th, everything was looking like a pullback down to 26.5. We can continue to consolidate. That didn't happen. At the moment, I am leaning bullish here. To me, this is a short-term double top. The resistance wants to be broken. I can certainly see a move early next week to challenge 29.5. And after that, very, very likely a little pullback down to that support zone, which is currently resistance. Turn up the volume. I can't. That's not how this works. Turn up your microphone volume. No, I can't. It's not an option. Can someone verify that? Do I need to turn the volume up? You know what? I don't know what the hell happened in Israel Palestine. I just see it all over, like my groups, my family groups. Like something happened between Israel and Palestine. I know absolutely nothing. I will be catching up on that on my flight across the country. I'm off to New York for like 3 days and then back to Panama. And I actually have no idea what happened between Israel and Palestine. I heard something about the Gaza Strip as well. Is it Palestine Gaza, or is it Palestine? Oh, sorry, is it Israel Gaza, or is it Israel Palestine? Those are two very different things. For those that are interested, actually, my friends were asking me, and I sent it to them. So for those that really want to know, like a little bit of history on that, let me show you guys. Like I said, I don't know what happened this morning or last night. I have not caught up on that yet. So I have absolutely no comments. But I will recommend this. Check out this playlist. I'm not going to have it in the video description, but I'll go to the YouTube channel. Oh, wow. It doesn't take you to the YouTube channel. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to Amit Gupta's YouTube channel. An incredible YouTube channel. He's got 2 million subscribers. He is a geopolitical analyst out of India. He is fairly neutral on things outside of India, of course. And it's an Indian perspective, which is very, very neutral. You go to his playlists and you find his playlist about Israel. So he has an Israeli playlist. It's somewhere here. Playlist on Afghanistan, playlist on Palestine, right there. A playlist on Israel, Palestine. You want to go find this playlist and you want to watch these videos. It's only 5 videos. One video directly explains the Israeli-Palestine conflict. It's a 40-minute video, but hey, it's 30 years of history, 50 years of history. What am I saying? Well, modern history. Then there's a history before that. And then he's got a 2,000-year history of Jewish history. These are incredible videos. And then the more recent issues between Israel, Palestine, Iran. So this is where you want to go on some history. I'm sure that any hour now is going to release a video explaining the conflict. I value his opinion very much. So strongly recommend checking that out. Also the Duran. I'm pretty sure the Duran is going to have a video on that as well. If they already put out a video, I will be watching that. The moment I get on the airplane, it doesn't look like they did yet, but hopefully they release this in the next 4 hours and I can watch it on my flight. But I have no direct comments on the situation. All right, more on charts. And as you guys know, as I've stated many times, Israel is the one geopolitical topic I stay away from. There's a couple of things I don't talk about on this channel. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about Israel. Nothing good can nothing good happens when you take a position on Israel. Like I'll talk about Russia, Ukraine all day, and I'll talk about the U.S. political situation. I'll even talk about China, but Israel is a hornet's nest I try to avoid. Military summary. Yep, I'll be watching that today as well. Short-term charts looking very, very bullish. We are rising. This is a bit of an ascending triangle right here. At least I can stretch it into an ascending triangle. This looks very, very promising. It can take the whole weekend to rally, but it's looking good. It is not that different from the triangle we have experienced right here. You know, and we got a nice breakout, so I don't see why it can't happen again. Yeah, so again, like I don't really want to talk about it, especially now since I only have like 5 more minutes. I will say that Israel got themselves in a little bit of a bind. Notice how Israel has not picked sides in the Russia-Ukraine situation. Israel cannot pick the Ukraine side. They absolutely can't. Israel needs to be besties with Russia because Russia is the only thing standing between Israel's complete annihilation by the rest of the Muslim states around Israel. Iran, Saudi Arabia, and many others, they're not fans of Israel. And the only bodyguard that Israel has in saving them is Russia. It's not the United States. The United States can't do anything. And the United States is proving that with their debacle in Ukraine. So if the Israeli government really wants protection, the country they need to be friends with is Russia, which is the main reason why they're being kind of smart and they're very minorly supporting Ukraine, and they probably ask Russian permission before they say anything positive about Ukraine. It's the only thing standing, and it could be the only thing in their survival. All right, GBTC, you can see how the GBTC discount is back to 17.5%. We're getting close to my next barrier, which is 10%. If the price of Bitcoin rallies to say 30, 31,000, I can easily see the GBTC discount going all the way to 10%. And Germany's in serious trouble. Look at the natural gas fund. Oh my God. Like I've been saying on these videos, I think natural gas has been my best market in my predictions. Oh, this is looking bad for Europe. And but we are coming up on a daily MRI top on Monday. So natural gas probably got a little bit high for its liking. I can certainly see a pullback in natural gas down to the moving averages and then higher. You know, The US is trying to screw over the OPEC countries by messing with the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And the OPEC countries are about to mess with Europe in retaliation for skyrocketing natural gas prices. Tone, can GBTC discount gap closure dampen Bitcoin rally? No, it cannot. It cannot. It can't do that because GBTC doesn't have a mechanism to sell Bitcoin into the marketplace. If GBTC becomes a Bitcoin ETF, then it's possible, but only after the gap closes. Tone, Monday is a bank holiday. It's a bank holiday, but it's not a trading holiday. I'm pretty sure stock markets are open. There's a difference between a bank holiday and a Wall Street calendar. Wall Street holidays. Columbus Day, Veterans Day, and what do you call it? I was supposed to say Black Friday, Good Friday. They're really weird markets. So Good Friday, the stock market is closed, but the banks are open. But Columbus Day, the stock market is open and the banks are closed. At least that's what it used to be. Maybe things have changed. Yep, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, right? So the stock market will be open, even though your local bank's going to be closed. It's weird, I know. And Good Friday is the opposite. On Good Friday, the stock market is closed, but the banks are open. It's just weird. So if you're working at Goldman Sachs, you're going to work on Monday. If you're working at JP Morgan Chase, you're not going to work on Monday. It's really weird. All right, let's talk oil. Like I said, I don't know what the hell is going on this week. We have to wait. What the hell they did with the Strategic Petroleum Reserve? Maybe Biden sold 18 million barrels of oil. I have no idea. Maybe he thought it was chocolate or ice cream or something. I have no idea. All right, gold futures. Like I said, I think gold's going to bounce right here. We had some MRIs on a daily scale. We had an MRI daily buy a couple of days ago. I expected us to rally a little bit. I didn't like this red star candle, but looks like, you know, we're off by maybe a day on the reversal. I still think gold's going to find a bottom sometime this year. S&P, whoa, what the hell happened on Friday? The jobs report? How good was the jobs report? Look at that rally on the S&P on Friday. I totally missed that. The jobs report number didn't come in good. Came in weak. I guess Powell's happy. Weird. A huge market rally on Monday. On Friday. I was busy at the conference all day yesterday. That's a huge rally. As you guys know, I've been expecting the stock market to rebound and find a bottom in October. It might have just done that. It might have just done that. The bottom might be in. If next week is a bullish week, the bottom might be in for the stock market. You guys knew this was coming. We've been talking about it. We had a monthly MRI top. This was the correction. October is a historical month where bottoms are made and stock market rallies. November, December are usually bullish months. So is January. So it's possible the stock market found the bottom. That is a strong daily bounce in the S&P. Someone is asking me, what do I think the price of the S&P will be at year end? We do have to look at the weekly chart of the S&P in order for me to have an assessment for you. Let me take a look here. I think the bottom will be found. If the bottom wasn't found, then it will be found sometime this month. As you can see by my arrows, where are we going to be at the end of the year? I think we're going to be near 4,500. Yeah, I think we're going to be near about 44.50. I'm going to say 44.50. I'll go with 44.50 at the end of the year, and then next year I'm expecting a breakout. All right, guys. Someone's saying job report was strong, now weak. What am I looking at here? Hold on. Non-farm payroll. Okay, so the payroll was strong. The unemployment rate was a little bit weak, right? We were expecting 3.7, we got 3.8. The unemployment rate came in weak, but clearly the job payrolls are incredibly strong. I know there's a bit of a disconnect. It's also weird. So that would certainly explain it. The 336 non-farm payroll with an expectation of half that. That is a huge miss by analysts. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, check out Unconfiscatable and the Financial Summit coming to you this year. And next year's conferences like BitBlock Boom or Pacific Bitcoin, where I just came from. They're your two other Bitcoin conferences around the world. You can also check out tonevays.com for the MRI indicator or the workshops, the on-demand education videos. All right, thank you all for watching, guys, and I will see you all on the next. Bye, guys.